You know what movie I watched recently? I watched Ernest Saves Christmas.
Uh,
Remember Ernest? Remember Ernest P.
I
Worrell?
remember.
Yeah.
Ernest Goes to Camp.
How many movies? There's like 10 movies or something.
There's like 15 of them. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Oh, it made me so happy. It made me so happy.
That's touching.
Yeah. I showed it to my kids, and they didn't laugh as much as I did.
Primarily Critical.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Primarily Critical, a Movies Had an After Party. This would be it.
If you have not seen this film, we suggest that you do so before watching any further.
Because we've got spoilers, trivia, and opinions like crazy, and we cannot wait to share them.
Good, bad, new, old, weird, or gross.
We will pass judgment on them all.
Today, you're either a drug user or a lawyer in this family. My name is Steve. I'm here with
Phil.
John.
And thank you very much. Today we're covering Hillbilly, Elegy.
Yes.
This is John's pick. John, they said, this isn't the first time I've heard this, but they've said in this movie that hillbilly is a derogatory term.
Yes, but they use it as it's a prideful term in many ways, is my understanding.
Yeah. So which one is it?
Well, it's I think it's derogatory outside of the hillbilly community. Within the hillbilly community, you know, it may be.
It's our word.
A badge of honor, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know much about hillbilly. Educate me. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really don't know.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fire fire shots right out the gate. But yeah, what did you think of your pick, man?
Well, you know, I like it. I mean, it's you know, it's disturbing, which I always like, and it's you know, it's dysfunction. I mean, this is and it's based on a true story, right? So that always adds that extra element that this is. But you know, it has a bit of all of it. It has the dysfunction. It has the sadness. But it also has, you know, the overcoming and
Yes,
you know, succeeding in spite of all this dysfunction, right? So you kind of it's a mixed bag, but you know, yeah, I thought the performances were great. I thought you know, Glenn Close and Amy Adams were spectacular.
yeah, and that kid actor, wow, the kid version of the main guy. JD, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
What a difficult role. And John, you seem to always come up with the picks about, you know, like addiction or hard times. It's a theme. Like
I have this. I don't know. I have a strange fascination. I mean, listen. There's, you know, I can't spill names in here, but some of the stuff hits closer to home than, as you guys know. And so there's stuff you know that was quite you know real for me, you know, in our family. So yeah,
I could see that. And this is kind of a movie touching on. It's not like it takes place in like 1997 when we meet up with the main family, and then present time or close to present time, but. This story is like very, it's a big deal and it needs to be exposed more or talked about more or brought to attention. The addiction crisis, right? And hillbilly everywhere. Like,
yeah. Well, it shows, I mean, this is so classic of what I liked about this movie is that how they did, I thought, a reasonably good job of spanning the generations. Like it wasn't like they put a lot into Glenn Close's story with her husband.
Yeah.
But they did it at a key time, which explained a lot, you know, and you realize that this is, you know, the damage that does, right? And we've talked about this in other movies and stuff, but Another movie. I mean, we've watched movies where really there was kids that got involved in addiction that came from wonderful family, right? But this really shows the cycle of addiction, right? And it shows the breaking of the cycle of addiction too, which was kind of to put that all in one movie is kind of neat. It was kind of neat to see all that happening at once.
Yeah, that's a great point. And once again, kudos to Glenn Close. Like, amazing transformation. Like, like Mima.
Mayma.
Mayma.
I think it was Mayma. Which it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's the way they seem to say it. I watched it today, so
it's the hillbilly lingo, I guess.
Yeah. She was one of the crazier people, right? She lit her husband on fire. But then later on, she kind of realizes the sins of her daughter, and
she had enough. Yeah.
Takes a firm hand with the kid for just 5 years, 4 years maybe, and really just fires them off in the right direction, And that's
there's a lot of touching moments in this movie, and one of them is when JD, the young JD, sees his grandmother like having to have this handout from Meals on Wheels, and he realizes, I'm a punk kid that doesn't, I gotta do better, and he does from that point on, right? There's a touching moment where he starts doing the dishes, and he starts from that point on, he becomes a guy with goals, and there's a lot of touching scenes.
He just starts checking all the boxes. Yeah, lifting groceries, doing this, doing that.
There's a whole montage like Rocky, getting stronger, moving on. But holy crap, Amy Adams' character, what
change for her, eh? That is just not a role that you would have thought she would really be in,
She went for it. She looks like she gained a lot of weight, just looking like
she's a wild one. Now, what is she from?
Oh gosh, where's she been in? She's been in a lot of stuff, man.
She's been the one that with what's that movie that's Amy Adams is in with? Sorry, I'm talking to my wife who's off.
Oh, the one about the boxer.
Hi, Lori.
With Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, the boxing movie. She's in that.
Okay, I was thinking of Leap Year. That's another one. That
is that one of them? Yeah.
Yeah. But she typically she plays like sweet and innocent,
okay,
or more, not this is not her typical role, right?
I'm gonna pull that up to her right away. She's
there was a few moments where I was like, I had a hard time believing that she was the crazy one, but then there's moments. She has these moments where she's like, she starts hitting him, right? And then he runs away into the backseat of the car, and she's still driving, and she flips around and starts wailing on him. And it's just, you could just see it crazy. You could just see it.
Did you guys not think she had an underlying condition of some mental illness, manic depression, bipolar, schizophrenia?
Because I guess you could say that, but I would say that's what she displayed is a realistic product of her environment. So maybe her environment can create those mental health issues, but I don't think that it definitely has to say that she had some mental health issue outside of her environment. I think that environment that she was raised in could definitely create that kind of monster, that kind of personality.
Oh man.
So Amy Adams has been in American Hustle, The Fighter, Arrival. I think we reviewed some of these movies, haven't we? Probably.
Arrival. Was she the main character in Arrival?
Yes, she was the main character in Arrival. Yes, there you go. Yeah, the scientist there. Yeah.
Man of Steel. She's Clark Kent's
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
My goodness.
Yeah, and Batman
Lois
versus
Lane
Superman,
film.
yeah.
Lois Lane.
Well, okay. Yes, Lois Lane.
Where's your nerd, man?
Well, there's been a lot of Lois Lanes.
Yeah. There's been a lot.
So
of
yeah, this
There's
is
been a
a
lot of
different role for
Batmans
her.
and there's been a lot of Supermans within the movie world. So
Definitely a different role for her, but I thought she did great. I mean, I thought
yeah,
everyone in this movie did great. You know,
I thought the movie, the acting felt great and the gritty feel to the movie, of course, and yeah, it's a movie that needs to be seen. Like, you need to talk about this epidemic of addiction and painkillers and heroin going on, like Hillbilly everywhere. So any movie that kind of like talks about this is good, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Have either of you been to Kentucky or Ohio?
No.
No, I have not. Now, Kentucky that's a state, right? Boy, I'm sounding.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a state.
It's a state.
He's from Jackson, Kentucky, right? But
Yeah.
he spends most of his time in Middleton, Ohio. And he doesn't like Middleton, Ohio, but he does like Jackson, Kentucky, even though he gets into fistfights there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it seems like there was something that he felt like you wonder because it's based on a true story. We can ask these questions. It seems like there was a move away from Kentucky, right, to Ohio, that he felt that may have led to more of the dysfunction. Like if they'd stayed amongst their people, so to speak, maybe a lot of this dysfunction wouldn't have happened. I don't know. I mean, is that the sense you guys got, or?
Well, I got the sense that Jackson, Kentucky was a place where you might get pregnant young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe she would have stayed away from the drugs. I don't know. So
yeah. Yeah. Well, it seemed like there was, it was like there was this big group of people like them in Kentucky,
yeah.
and then they lived on this street where they were kind of isolated and weirdos. They didn't fit in, kind of, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So, but that being said, from us, the outsiders looking in, we might all look at the people in Kentucky and say they all look dysfunctional. But sometimes dysfunction works if that's just the way the culture is and everybody's equally in the same dysfunction. That's just called culture, you know. Whereas you bring it into, our world or other world, and we just go, that's,
You dig deep enough in any family, you're going to find crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if there's an old saying that every family has a crazy person, and if your family doesn't have one, then you're it.
You're who's got two thumbs? It's crazy. This guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Phil, are you the crazy one in your family?
Wow.
I
don't think so.
I didn't mean to get deep on you there, buddy.
Then who is?
This guy, I was surprised when this happened. He ditches his lawyer prospects, right? He ditches his lawyer prospects to run off to Middleton, Ohio, to deal with his mother. But he has to be back the next day for the interview. So this is all happening like very quickly. And the whole movie is a snapshot of this one moment and all of his flashbacks during that time.
Did you find that effective? They jumped around in time a lot, and this was directed by Ron Howard, who is great. I really like his movies.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel about the movement of time jumping around, like you're saying?
I liked it. I liked it, and I don't know how he did it, but somehow I always knew what time period
I
was
never
in.
got lost in the time line,
and
you know.
that boggles my mind because other directors, good directors that I respect and love, I get lost. I have no idea where I am, you know, and I immediately knew. And maybe I should rewatch the movie and just like take some notes. Ooh,
I'm glad you brought the point about this loyalty of going back. Like, you know, here he has this job interview. It's a pivotal moment in his career.
Yeah.
Yet he goes back, right? This is something that is absolutely symptomatic of families that come from dysfunction.
Yeah.
Is that there's this insane loyalty of that. It's like it's these family secrets of dysfunction that are so important to every single member of that family, right? And so it's like they're all part of this crazy club, and they know that, oh my God, the crazy club's about to be exposed, or I need to go back because this is it's kind of like it's a, and yeah, to me, I thought that was great they did that, because that is exactly how it goes down. You know, that's exactly right. And it's not surprising that he was okay to be up all night and deal with dysfunction and have to interview in the morning, because that is also typical of kids that come from dysfunction. They're totally used to that. They had to write exams. They had to write tests. You know, they were left for school with mom maybe with barfing in the toilet, you know, and dad, you know, whatever, beating her, you know. But they still had to study for that test and do that exam, you know. So I thought that was kind of neat that they showed that loyalty, because I think that's so prevalent in the situation. So
absolutely.
And I thought the acting, the older version of JD did a great job of conveying these emotions, and I bought it, right? I felt for him, man. Like, oh, what a struggle. He wants to do better.
Yeah.
And I did not know this was based on real life events. So it was like at the end of the movie when they roll the credits, they show the real life video and pictures. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's real.
Pretty good close too, especially Mama there, right?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I'm very impressed by that. Yeah.
And that guy's girlfriend is a really nice person.
Yes.
And they took a moment right near the end of the movie where she said, "Oh yeah, that's just like my dad when he came into Canada, or when he came into the States. He's totally knew nothing, knew no language, and he had a hard time of it." And I thought, are we going to do a cutscene with her background? but no, it didn't do that. It was focusing on the Hillbilly Elegy.
Yeah.
I had to look up the definition of elegy. Did you?
You know, I did not do that. So enlighten us. I have my idea. I think. Okay, you better tell me before I screw it up.
Oh no, it's just a poetical
story.
Yeah, reminiscing. You know.
Yeah, like a summary of someone's life, or right? Something
it's it's like a eulogy, except it's not. It's not posthumous, right?
Oh, okay.
I got to look up posthumous now.
It's not after the fact, right? It's not,
you said past tense. I thought you said it's not. Okay, never mind.
Posthumously, yeah. I did say posthumously, but I meant it also means past after it's
okay. Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
I think. You see, now I'm confused.
No. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please comment. I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Once again, the fact that we're not professionals is shining through loud and clear.
I didn't say we were good. I said we were adequate.
That's right.
No. We are good. We just don't know what we're doing.
That's right.
We're just having some fun, having a couple drinks. Hey.
So we're switching between 1997 and 2011.
Yeah.
And there's a 14-year gap. between most of what we switch back and forth between. I don't know. Any other questions you guys got? Or
Well, at the end of the at the end of the movie, they show the real people, and they say that she has been sober. Was it 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
6 years, yeah, yeah. Which I thought, that was she was the biggest question mark for me as far as the true story goes, right? Because you kind of know that he's gonna pull his shit together, and grandma's old, but she's not gonna fall down some crazy. But the big question mark was the mom. Was the mom going to end up make it? And so I was really pleased to see at the end that the mom actually, got her shit together. That was nice.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of expected that. So
did you?
Did you?
I don't know, man.
She was pretty screwed up, man. She's, yeah.
How the hell did she even get heroin? Right at the end there when she was in the hotel, where the hell did she get it?
Yeah, it wasn't even that long he left.
Well, she probably had it on her the whole time. Wait, she got out of rehab though, right? Or wait,
yeah.
She got out of
That's
true. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. They have their ways. Addicts are very, very, very sneaky at this stuff,
They're very good at it.
JD had to finally just do it. Like, get on with it.
Yeah.
And he got it done, so good for JD.
Yeah.
Should we get into this trivia?
Yes.
I think so.
The original author, J.D. Vance's family, were on set from time to time. Sorry. And Glenn Close has said that she was grateful to see one of his brothers break into tears while she watched her capture the essence of her grandmother's character in one particular scene. After that experience, Glenn knew she had nailed it.
Good.
Yeah, well, good for her.
That's got to be rewarding, eh? That's got to be rewarding as an actress to have that, the actual feedback from the real story.
Yeah.
That's because actors probably don't, and actresses don't get that most times. It's probably a rare thing in their career.
Yeah.
That they'd actually get that type of actual feedback, right? So, it's got to be memorable.
Which made me think, how does it feel for the real life Bev, Amy Adams character, to watch a movie that depicts her in such a awful light, right?
Well, painful for sure, I would think.
But
very painful, but
brutal. It must have been brutal.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if they made a movie about me, even if the actor was doing shitty things, I'd be like, well, this is a movie, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess you'd hope that somebody of Amy Adams' caliber would portray you, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could be therapeutic, man. It could be cathartic for her to experience that, and difficult, painful, yeah, but also it's that was me, and was emphasis on was, where you can sit there and go I'm glad I've come so far, and I'm not that person anymore, and it could actually bolster your feelings of I got to continue on the path I'm on, because I don't want to become that person again, and so, it could be, but I'm sure it'd be an emotional roller coaster for sure. I mean, without question, right? It would be difficult.
Totally. Who's got this next piece of trivia?
Sure. The huge glasses Glenn Close wears in the movie are Mama's actual frames. The family loaned them to Glenn during the production. Wow.
That's cool, man.
Because they're a standout. Her whole acting job is standout, right? She's just exceptional, I think.
Unfortunately, I wrote the trivia before I finished watching the movie because I wanted to make sure I had it done. But so I knew that when I was watching the last bit of the movie, and so I saw it during the end credits. They're showing those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Those are
Exactly the
glasses.
same.
The glasses.
Wow. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Yep. Go ahead.
In scenes where Usha, Frida Pinto, is talking now. Who's Usha in the
Girlfriend.
The girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Love
Right.
of his life.
Okay. In scenes where Usha, Frida Pinto, is talking to JD Gabriel Basso on the phone in her apartment, photos of the real Usha and her family can be seen on the refrigerator in picture frames in the background. Well, guess you might as well make it authentic. You know.
Yeah, they probably did put a lot of thought into exactly her character's background and all that stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is very cool. That is very cool. Glenn Close's makeup application for her Mayma character involved having her nose and ears prosthetically altered by designer Matthew W. Mungle and applied and painted by Aaron Kruger Mikesh. This daily transformation only took 1 hour to complete and an additional 30 for her wig. Now,
That's it, eh?
I'm assuming they meant 30 minutes for her.
I would hope so. 30 hours.
Not 30 hours.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Sorry, we have to shut down production.
Yeah.
Mama's wig is being put on.
Yeah. She can sleep while we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's Hillbilly Elegy.
yeah.
That is.
What did Lori think of it?
Well, you know, I don't want to give away too much, but it was quite a watch for her. Let me say that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Check out. Sorry. That was Hillbilly Elegy. We are primarily critical. You are awesome for joining us. And Monday at noon is when we release. Please join us. We got lots of social links in the description. Please click on one of them as it applies to you. And next week, Monday at noon. Next week, Monday at noon. I'm doing a lot of pointing today. Sound of Metal. Phil, go.
Oh man, I really was looking forward to seeing this movie, and I love music movies. So here's another one. Check it out.
Another music movie. We're still running out a little bit at a time, but Hillbilly Elegy. Now, this box office, do you think that's because of COVID?
Oh yeah.
Because its budget was $45 million, and it box officed $40,000.
I don't know, man. This year's a wash as far as what movies make and how it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have new content come out that's good, decent for your buck, right? So
yeah. Hey, we're just lucky that stuff is still coming out because I think that the hiatus is coming, right? I mean, once at some point we're going to run out of good new stuff, right? Because of COVID, you know.
There's a lot of stuff put on hold for COVID release-wise, so there's going to be. It's hard to say, but there's still a lot of stuff coming in. And productions are up and running again, so who knows? But
anyway, I didn't mean to bring us down. I thought I'd just mention it. It didn't do well, so watch it.
Well, it's Netflix, right? So they probably have their money made.
This is true. This is true. They probably just didn't have their theatrical release, and they'll make money off of it.
I'm sure they just release it so that they're considered for awards, and then they're back. They'll make their money.
Yeah,
they'll make their money. Let's corporate make their money. Anyway, the Sound of Metal. We'll see you guys there.
Yes.